So today is Sunday, June the 17th, and I decided to go ahead and film my weekly weigh-in today because Tuesday I will be in surgery, so I don't think I'll probably feel up to, doing my makeup or hair or anything, and I don't see myself doing a video on Tuesday. So anyway, just thought I would weigh in today. Last Tuesday, I think I weighed in at 258.8. And this morning I was weighing at 254.4. So it's like a maybe 4 pound loss, I guess. I can't add right now. But it's a good week. I really have just been keeping up with my exercise and not really wanting to eat very much. I mean, I'm eating, probably like 1,000 calories. I shoot for 1,200 just because on myfitnesspal.com it says that if you eat fewer than that, your body goes into starvation mode or something, and you have a more difficult time losing weight. So anyway, I've been trying to do that, but I'm just not really excited about the food that I have to eat, and I'm keeping all other food options away from me because I don't want to mess things up, before the surgery. So I want to have my liver little. Otherwise, maybe they won't do the surgery. I don't think that's going to be an issue, but anyway, I don't want to take any chances. So anyway, so 4 pound loss is pretty good for this week. I'm quite happy about that. I haven't worn this shirt in a long time, and it's big, and it was fitting, a little tighter, probably like that, and my arms were kind of higher and tighter, and you can see how big my arms are, and that's not attractive at all, but now it's much more loose. I can't believe it. It's kind of exciting. And the shorts that I'm wearing today as well are the shorts that I've been using to walk in because they're not super long. They don't crawl up a whole lot. And who wants to be pulling down their shorts out of their crotch all day? So anyway, I've been wearing these, and these are actually quite loose. And these were the shorts that I've been wearing when that I've had for quite a few years, and quite a few times I've not been able to even fit into them, or they've been too tight just to wear around the house, and I could probably lounge around in them now because of how loose they are. So it's really exciting. Anyway, on to the 5K. We had our first 5K, or I had my first 5K yesterday, and it was a very negative experience. It's not something I would like to rewind or do over at all. We ended up being late. It just seems like there were roadblocks everywhere we went, and we just got stuck. We were set to arrive 30 minutes early, and we ended up arriving late and got started about 8 minutes after everyone else did. So my husband runs it, so he was able to pretty much catch up with the pack and even pass some people. I don't run it, I walk it, and I'm not like a speed walker. I said before that my 5K time has been about 52 minutes. And on this particular 5K route, they had hills and stuff. And I didn't find the walk, I wasn't out of breath or anything. I was definitely, I don't think I could have probably talked a whole lot. So, I was working it, but, I just wasn't going very fast. So I had a concern in a couple of my last videos that I didn't want to be, didn't want to come in last. It was worse than that, actually. Not only was I last, but I was probably last by about a half a mile. There was an older woman who looked to be maybe 70 years old with a walking stick who beat my time probably by 7 or 8 minutes. So, not the greatest experience. It just gets worse, actually. And I say we because my son was walking with me, one of my sons. The other one ran and caught up to my husband. So my older son was walking with me, and we were probably in the last mile of the walk, and of course there's no one around us. We can't see anyone at all. The first person that we saw actually was a person coming back to us after having gone halfway, and so everyone passed us by, and that was when we saw people, but on the way back there was no one in sight at all. So we were walking, and my son says to me, "Hey, Mom, turn around, check out behind us." And so I turn around. There's about 10 to 20 cars lined up behind us, just driving behind us. So we were literally holding up traffic during our 5K walk. Have you ever felt like a loser? Because that's exactly what I felt like in that moment. It was a horrible feeling. So, we just kept right on walking, and we still had, like I said, I think maybe a mile to go, and just having it was awful. Like, it was really just awful. You know, I was just walking. I wasn't even thinking about the hill, the bit of hills that I was going up. I was just trying to walk as fast as I possibly could. I just think it was horrible that there were cars lined up behind us. Just wait. Just wait until the last people are finished. Don't drive behind them at 5 miles an hour or less than that, waiting for them to go. Can you think of anything that is more stressful and awful feeling than that? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of things. Obviously, like being stabbed in the eye probably, or, you know, really terrible things happening. But, like, in terms of a 5K, I mean, I guess it could have been worse if I was holding up traffic and I fell down, you know, skint my knee up or something. That would have pretty been awful. But so thank goodness that didn't happen. So we continued walking. We were probably about a half a mile to the end point, and they had people throughout taking pictures. So this photographer is standing over on the side, and he's taking a picture of me. And, like, that just pissed me off. Like, do you think for 1 second that I want to remember this moment in time of 10 to 20 cars behind me? Like, I can't. Why would you do that? I don't want a picture of that. I don't ever. In fact, I want to push this so far out of my mind that I never ever think about it again. And so I just looked at him and probably gave him a pretty crazy look. And then I looked around me, you know, and it's a 2-lane highway. So, you know, I looked around me, and then I looked back at him and gave him just like kind of a, like, what are you doing? Like, are you taking a picture of me and the 20 cars behind me that I'm holding up? Like, what are you thinking? So anyway, poor guy, I can't imagine the look that I gave him. It was probably, you know, I'm ready to stab you in the eye look. But anyway, so we rounded the corner, and it was in a campsite, like where it started at. So we rounded the corner, and you know, just kept walking. And again, my son turned around and kindly pointed out that the 20 cars that were behind us, of those 20 cars, only one of them pulled into the campsite. So not only was I holding up traffic, like, it wasn't even traffic that was associated with the 5K walk. It was just, like, people that were probably trying to get into Austin for the weekend or something, you know, and it was terrible. So made it to the finish line, and my husband is just like, oh, good job, blah, blah, and I just looked at him, and I just said, this was the most effing negative experience I've ever had, except I said the word, and I used the F word quite a few times that day, actually. F you, F this, F that. I can't effing believe I put myself through this. You know, there was a lot of F word usage that day. So I just went back to the car, waited for them to come out. We left, came back home. And because it was my birthday, we were supposed to go out to eat. We were going to go to this barbecue place, and I had picked out all of the food that I wanted to. But honestly, I didn't even have any kind of an appetite. And also, actually, I didn't say this. Something else, just kind of icing on the cake. But as I was walking back to my car, I was by myself, and it was just following the race I had just finished. A woman got out of the truck and was talking to someone else, and she's like, I know, we were driving right behind them. I was like, please, come on, hurry up and walk. She was talking about me. She was talking about me and how I was holding up her from getting back into the camp. Yeah, the story just gets better, doesn't it? So I got home, I took a shower, and just laid down in bed, and I couldn't even move. I was just feeling so awful about myself. As I said, I just felt like a complete loser, and that has passed because I've had a night's rest. Not completely, you know, I still feel really shitty, but, you know, it's my life, and that's just the way it is. It's like National Lampoons, but without the comedy. So, anyway, that's my 5K debacle. Well, can't wait till the next one, right? So, 4-pound loss. Clothes are fitting better. I've got my surgery on Tuesday, so things can only look up from here. God, I hope they can only look up from here. Talk to you soon.